Hi everybody! If you're thinking of dabbling with paid advertising, then you're going to be excited to hear about the newest kid on the block. Today we're talking about how you can have success with Instagram Reels ads. Let's get right into it. If you're new here, my name is Liz and I release videos every Tuesday teaching you how you can add video to your business. Make sure that you subscribe so that you never miss any of my future content. Now, if you're at all familiar with the world of social media, then you'll know that Instagram Reels have been all the rage for quite some time now. Instagram continues to push out Reels so that you can get maximum visibility back to your brand. And now recently they've added the ability to run paid ads in the Reels placement. So this is actually good news for many people who already enjoy making Reels, because now they can get traffic directly looking at the Reels that their brand is releasing and then hopefully get a little bit more visibility back to their brand. Now, Instagram users have been saying for a long time that in fact they prefer watching Reels over any other type of content available on Instagram. So it's definitely a great thing that now we can put paid ads there as well. But this also means that this is a golden opportunity for you to really show creativity and give people an idea of what your brand is really about. Don't forget that your Instagram Reels ads will be shown to cold audiences as well as somewhat warm audiences. So this is an opportunity to make a first impression on someone who probably has no idea about your brand whatsoever. So this means that you can spend some time in advance planning out exactly what you are going to put into your reel and how you're going to format that so that it actually has the best chance for success. So let's get into those tips right now. Now, although today's video is not officially a Facebook ads strategy style video, I am going to be telling you some of the ways that you can prepare your Instagram Reels ads so that you can actually see success with them. There are a couple best practices to keep in mind, so let's jump right into it. Now, there's some best practices for Reels that we would keep in mind even if we're not running paid ads. For example, we want to make sure that the reel is vertical and in a 9:16 format. You don't want to be taking a square piece of content or something that is horizontal and then trying to run Instagram Reels ads from that. Not only that, but we want to keep it as short and snappy as possible. So this means you need to spend some time in advance editing the actual video footage that you have so that you can trim and cut out any unnecessary parts. Keep the entire footage moving so that there's no boredom for your audience while they're watching that. Now, although you can take between 30 to 60 seconds to make your Instagram Reels ad, the best practice for this and what Facebook actually considers to be the most well-performing ads are the ones that are 15 seconds or less. So that is not really a lot of time to tell an audience much about your brand. So that means you do have to spend time in advance really planning it out so that you're not wasting any of those precious seconds telling them stuff that they either don't need to know or things that they can find elsewhere on your account. Now, we know by now that having captions is really essential for getting your message across. If your reel actually doesn't have any type of speaking or a voiceover or anything like that, and it's more graphics or images or video footage of something that doesn't include a face to camera, then of course you can get away with not having captions. But if you yourself are facing the camera and doing any speaking, or if you're having a voiceover, then definitely consider adding captions. When you're in the Facebook Ads Manager and actually setting up this type of an ad, it will actually allow you to add captions right there. So that's one easy way to do it. Or when you are making your video footage in the first place, you can use whatever app you already might be using for captions. Of course, the other thing that you can do is create the reel right in Instagram itself natively, which will allow you to add the auto captions if you have access to that feature. Then you can just download that video. Now, since you are running this as an ad, if you happen to have a brand logo or anything that actually identifies your brand that you can put into a tiny corner of your ad, then that's also a great way to actually have brand recognition. Now, as we've said in the past with other reels that you are creating, you want to avoid the top and bottom 1 centimeter. This is where all the other Instagram components will come, like your username and a little bit of the actual headline and some of the other features that are along the top of the screen. So if those areas have text or captions or anything else that's important for your audience to see, they're going to completely miss it. So avoid that and instead have all of the important components of your ad just in the center square area of that vertical footage. Now, when you're actually setting up the ad in the Facebook Ads Manager, then you want to actually just have it manually placed in the Reels and possibly in the Instagram Stories options. You don't want to have that reel ad that you are creating just shown widely across the Explore page or the in-stream or in the marketplace, any of that other stuff, because you are creating this specifically for Reels. It's optimized for that look and feel. So do the manual placement and then just choose the Reels as well as the Stories option. Now there's a couple other things that you can do just to strategize the best way to actually have your message in the reel hit home with your audience. The first thing that you can do is keep an eye on your Reels insights. That means if you're already familiar with creating Reels and you have Reels on your Instagram account that you've created before, then go back into your analytics and your insights and have a good sense of which were the Reels that your audience actually liked. You should also be able to see which Reels were saved the most or shared the most. This will really give you a good idea as to what type of things connect with your audience. So try to use a similar look and feel or messaging vibe to create your Instagram Reels ad. And don't forget that you only have a couple of seconds to get your message across. So an Instagram Reels ad is a great opportunity to show what your product or your service does. This is a perfect way to introduce your brand to a new audience and get people interested in what you do. When you're creating your video footage, you can also even combine multiple clips just to get a really good sense of maybe who you are as a business owner or give a behind the scenes of the actual product or the service. Now, one thing to keep in mind is that everyone in the world is fed up of seeing promotional stuff. This is just a reality of life. So when you are creating your ad, even though it is a piece of paid advertising, do your best to not make it look so promotional in nature. By now, people who are watching Reels, they can tell within a split second whether this is a sponsored ad or something that is actually meant for promotional purposes. And then they will have a tendency to just scroll right past that type of content. So instead, try to make it true to life so that when someone sees it, they get a sense that this is an actual reel and that it doesn't come off just as another ad. Now, 4 types of Instagram Reels ads that would work really well are one type of ad so that you can just get brand awareness. So you're not selling anything, you're not offering anything, it's just purely about your brand. So that type of an Instagram Reels ad should be a little bit more entertaining in nature because that is typically what stops the scroll and just brings in that brand awareness. If you're not comfortable creating that type of content, then make sure that it's a really strong and confident piece of face-to-camera content so that when someone comes across that, they think, wow, this person really knows their stuff, and then they get brought into your brand that way. Another way that you can make use of this type of an ad is to bring awareness to a free piece of content that you have. That could be a free lead magnet or one of your videos that you've created or a blog post or a podcast. Once you get some eyes and some traffic on a free piece of content, that also helps with the buy-in and it gives people an opportunity to think about whether they would like to follow you or download something that you're offering or actually subscribe somewhere. Another really popular way to use Instagram Reels ads is to invite people to join something like a free webinar or a masterclass or a challenge. So when you are creating the content for that type of an ad, you really have to be able to demonstrate and talk about the benefits, the transformation, and the quick win that that audience member is going to get. People are seeing this type of content all the time, and we've all gone to 1,000 webinars and masterclasses. So why would somebody have to stop and actually sign up for yours? So make sure that you spend time in advance thinking about that messaging so that you get people exactly along the lines of what their pain point is and how you can help them with a quick win through your free offer. And of course, you can create an Instagram Reels ad offering something that is low ticket. Like maybe you have a workshop coming up that's very affordable, or you have another small digital product that's $27 or $47 or $7 or anything like that. People will actually purchase just from watching Instagram Reels ads for items that are low ticket because it's not a huge investment for them. They don't mind spending that small nominal amount just from the information they've received from your ad. But they will probably click on your username so that they go and have a look at your actual account, and then they will probably continue to just browse through your Instagram feed just to make sure that the thing that you are offering to them actually aligns with what it is that they are looking for. Now, if you're familiar with running ads in the first place, then you understand this entire concept of retargeting. So wouldn't it be a wonderful thing if you could retarget the people who are having a look at your Instagram account or engaging with these other ads that we just talked about, and then actually show them another type of Instagram Reels ad, which is actually talking about something more high ticket, where you are inviting them to jump on a sales call with you, or you are inviting them to come and have a look at another high ticket offer that you have. It is really hard to actually get buy-in from people just the first time around as cold audience for high ticket items. So this is why you want to have a custom audience that is actively tracking all of these people who had engaged and looked at the other ads that you released on Instagram Reels ads, and then retargeting that now warm audience so that you can talk to them about your high ticket offer. Now we're interrupting our video so that I can remind you to subscribe to this channel. I think you should do that first. And if you're interested in grabbing a free resource that's going to help you move along with your journey in making videos to add to your business, make sure that you look for it in the description below. Just click on the link and I will send you that right away. Now let's get back to our video. Now, despite the fact that social media algorithms are always so mysterious, one thing that we are crystal clear on is the fact that when Facebook releases something new, they will actually do you a favor and try to push it out for you as much as they can. So this means with Instagram Reels ads being the newest addition to the ads family, they are definitely going to try to push out your material to as many audiences as they possibly can. This is really, really great news for you, and it's an opportunity for you to get in front of more people. Now, of course, we know that with any type of social media or content marketing, it's not just about putting the material in front of a cold audience. It's about continuing to nurture and build that relationship. So even though your paid ads might definitely get more eyeballs on your content, it will of course be your responsibility to continue to follow up with these people and keep them engaged and interested so that they have a reason to continue to follow your material. So if you like this video, I hope that you will give it a like and share it off with one of your friends. Don't forget to subscribe, because every single Tuesday, I bring you a new video teaching you how you can add video to your business. So until next time, take care.